you're moving to Southwest Florida and you want to live where it feels like a vacation every single day, then this video is for you, because some neighborhoods are just neighborhoods and other neighborhoods make you feel like you're living in a resort all the time. So today we're going to break down the top 5 neighborhoods that I would suggest if you want that lifestyle here in Southwest Florida. Hi, I'm Brittany Mixon, a local realtor here in Southwest Florida. I help buyers all the time who are relocating here, especially if they're looking for a lifestyle that gives them the vacation feel. If you are looking for more information, please subscribe, because every week we drop new tips or anything about the Southwest Florida lifestyle, and we'd love for you to join. So who is this video for? This video is for relocation buyers or local buyers looking to live in a community that gives them that vacation feel every single day. So you want to have amenity-rich communities. Maybe you want the social aspect to meet people. You're okay with the HOAs, but lifestyle is very important to you. Then this will be the video you want to watch. Let's talk about Timber Creek. This is probably one of my favorites. That is a newer community that has been recently built in the past few years. It is located off of Daniels Parkway, right by Gateway, east of I-75. It's a very convenient location, and the amenities are my favorite for this general location. It is a newer community built by Lennar. It's very large. It has a lot of resort style amenities. It's one that you don't want to miss out, so we're going to talk all about it right now. I have sold a lot of homes in Timber Creek, and to be honest with you, again, I just really love this community. Their amenity center is probably my favorite part to show when I go here. They have a large resort style pool. They also have a smaller pool as well. I think they call it, that would be the lap pool. And then they have the best splash pad probably in our area. Their splash pad is amazing. So if you have children, you're not going to find a better splash pad. This one is great. My kids love it, and we don't even live there, so we often go with friends who do live in there because it's such a great thing. And they also have a restaurant. They have an HOA person there, so they have event coordinators. There's a ton of activity there. They have an arcade, and probably one of the favorite things that people love is that they do have indoor sports courts. They obviously have a fitness center. They have this section that has it's really great probably if you like to work out heavy with all the medicine balls and some of it reminds me of CrossFit in a sense, like when you go into this specific room. And then, like I said, they have the sports courts area, so basketball. I think they put up volleyball courts. I've seen that before. And then, of course, they have their tennis courts, pickleball, and they have like a putt-putt green as well. So they do have a ton of options. And another perk with Timber Creek, you are allowed to have a golf cart. And there are some communities, like my community in Gateway, that does not allow you to have a golf cart. So Timber Creek is very friendly, very social, and a great community if you're looking for that resort style feel. It's definitely one you're gonna wanna check out. Just to touch on price range and the type of homes, so you'll see homes anywhere from, I would say, 400 to 700 plus, depending on the home. There are 1 stories, there are 2 stories. It depends on the lake view, the upgrades. There are some beautiful homes in Timber Creek. It really depends on what they did, but their 1 stories tend to sell so much higher, significantly higher. They're larger 1-story homes than some of their 2-story homes. They have 1-story homes as big as 2,800 square feet. So they definitely give you options in there. And they also have options for villas and townhomes. So again, maybe the townhomes and the villas would be under 400,000, but for the most part, homes go from anywhere from 400 to plus. So it's a great community for that. And then I would say, as far as location, what's coming, they're close to Gateway. You're close to the Fort Myers Brewery, which is a great spot. You are close to Publix, and they're actually right where Timber Creek is located. It's located on the corner of Daniels and 82. There is a section that is getting cleared right in front of Timber Creek that will be a new commercial spot. So I know that they're already saying they're going to put another Publix in and Home Depot. So you'll be very close to another Publix. And I do think that's going to be very helpful, because the current Publix, to be honest with you, is really busy. So you guys will have even more coming to you on that corner, and it's going to be great. And there's a Sam's Club that's proposed to go not too far down, and some other things that are going to go even further down on 82. So commercial is coming, and this will be a very convenient spot for many years. So Timber Creek is best for you if you're relocating and you want a social lifestyle. If you want the vacation lifestyle, then you're going to love this. If you have children, they have plenty for children. And again, the splash pad cannot be beat for any other community that is in Southwest Florida. I have not found one, so you want to check this one out. It's a great location, and if you want more information, you can always reach out. But let's go ahead and jump into some of the other ones. Our next community is WildBlue, and we have touched on this one in other videos multiple times. WildBlue is located in South Fort Myers, the Corkscrew Corridor, east of I-75. It is in a very, very convenient location, and I would say it is one of the recent luxury communities that Lennar built. And there are other builders in there, and we're gonna break down what that looks like. But if you want a luxury feel to a community, then WildBlue is going to be your spot. So WildBlue is really known for its lake system. It has over 800 acres of one lake. It is massive. And so the beauty of this and what drew people there was if you lived on the lake, or maybe you don't, you can actually boat on this lake because it's so big. So if you have a home that is on the lake, you can build your own dock, boat lift, and everything else. And then the community center has a boat place too, where if you don't live on a lake, you can bring your boat and still boat in the lake. That is probably the biggest draw, and because of that, you're obviously going to pay a price tag. Now, living in WildBlue, to be able to experience all the amenities, the boating lifestyle is cheaper than obviously living on the water. Like the golf, it's going to be significantly cheaper, but it does give you at least like the social aspect and the amenities on top of the boating lifestyle. That is why WildBlue is very popular, and again, also why it's a luxury community. As far as amenities, they do give you the resort style amenities. You're gonna have a pool, tennis, pickleball. They have a restaurant there as well. But the thing that wins out most for WildBlue is the boating aspect, or being able to kayak and using that lake system. It is definitely the popular way of going if you want to live in WildBlue, and they offer a variety of homes. There are two different sections. There is Vista WildBlue, which is Lennar, and that'll be where you find homes closer on the 700 range and then plus. If it's not on a lake, you typically can get them under $800,000. If it's on a lake, I find most of those homes are $1 million plus. And then the WildBlue section, that is the true luxury side, and honestly, it goes anywhere from 1 million plus. I see a lot of 2 million homes, especially on the lake itself. WildBlue is great if you are wanting that boating lifestyle and you would love the idea of having amenities. Of course, without the price tag of staying on the Gulf, or in this case, worrying about flooding. So if you are that person, WildBlue is definitely a place to look at. And the other perk is obviously being so close to places that are very popular, like Coconut Point, Miramar Outlets, Hertz Arena, I-75, and so much more. It is a rapid growing area, and commercial and shopping is always going to be there. It's a great location to be. And of course, if you wanted that little higher end luxury lifestyle, then WildBlue is a great fit. Esplanade Lake Club, another favorite of mine, and I've sold in here and absolutely love this community as well. It is also a new community in the Estero, Fort Myers area near WildBlue. It's off of Alico Road, so it's on the back side of WildBlue and connects to Miramar Lakes as well. And I would say that the luxury feels here, the amenities, and they also have the option for a boating lifestyle, except it's different than WildBlue. Their boating, their lake system connects by canals. So some homes will be on a canal that don't have that boat access, and then some homes have the canals that do have the boat access that lead them to the lake. So that's another option in this community. It is built by Taylor Morrison, and Taylor Morrison is known to be a more luxury builder and gives you more luxury upgrades in their buildings. It's a beautiful community. I absolutely love this community. You can also find other variations of styles homes outside of single family. They do have condos or townhomes. Actually more of condos probably available in this community, but still, it's still a great community. And if you're looking for that resort style living, maybe you want the boating or you just want that feel of the luxury, then Esplanade is also another great option to look at. Esplanade amenities have a resort style pool. They do have a bar and restaurant there. I've actually been to a few birthday parties there and it's great. I also love Esplanade. They have the where their lake is connected to the amenity center where it sits. You can go out and sit on a dock, and like it's a very pretty location to just sit. I've seen weddings there too. There's a little beach part. So there is again, resort style living there, and it's truly incredible. Outside of the resort pool and the restaurant, you do obviously get a fitness center, and you get other sports courts like tennis and pickleball and everything else. They also, I believe, have a dog park that's really cool. So they have a couple sections of different amenities, and they have like another section where the pickleball courts are, because in Florida, pickleball is very popular. So again, another community that gives you everything that you want. Especially if you want boating, or maybe you don't want boating, but you want the amenities, this community is great for you. And it's also, again, another amazing location, and you're close to a very important part of town where everything is busy in a good way and more things are coming. So it's a convenient location and a very, very beautiful community. As I said before, Taylor Morrison is the builder, and prices range anywhere, I would say, from $600 to $1 million plus, depending on what the location is. Obviously, if you have a home on the canal that connects to the lake system, it's significantly more than a home that is not on a canal. And then the condos obviously sell for a little less. And so there's a variation if you want to live in there. But again, most of those homes on the lake or the canal that connect to the lake are definitely over $1 million. I was in a home the other day, actually. I have friends that live in there, and she has a home on the canal she bought in 2022 at the height, but it was a $2 million home. So again, it definitely fluctuates in there. It depends, but I will say I like Taylor Morrison because they have the options for you to pick as a builder, as you're building it. And obviously not every home is the same. And you can clearly tell that it's a higher upgrade quality than some of the homes like Lennar, right? So it is a very pretty community, very luxury feel. I do feel like if you were to compare Esplanade to Vista WildBlue, where Lennar builds, Esplanade has better upgrades for sure, because they have just top of the line, whereas Lennar is always going to have, Lennar build quality. So if you want a little better quality, Esplanade might be a great fit for you. Esplanade is for you if you want a more luxury style community than, let's say, Vista WildBlue. You're going to have a better luxury builder. You're going to have better luxury upgrades. You get the resort style amenities, and you have the option for boating if you want it. There's definitely a variation in there. So if you're looking for that social aspect but want that more luxury feel, then Esplanade is a great option, and you should definitely check it out. They are still building in there, so that could be an option for you. And at any point in time you want more information on that, feel free to reach out, and I'm happy to help. Next up, Verdana Village, also located on the same road as WildBlue. It's similar spot as Esplanade. Do you catch the trend here? A lot of new communities going on in this area, and a lot of great resort style amenities, because that is what is needed here and wanted and sells very well. So Verdana Village is no different. It also adds resort style amenities, and they are known for their indoor facilities, which we will talk more about. They also give you commercial because they are further down than WildBlue, and I would say you're maybe 15 minutes at least from Miramar and where other shopping is. So they definitely had to entice you, and they gave you your own shopping center. So we're going to jump into Verdana Village, but it's another great one that I think you're going to love, especially if you have children and you're looking for that resort style amenities, but you don't want the boating. For Verdana's amenities, they give you a wide variety of options, and they are known for their indoor sports courts. So they have indoor basketball, indoor pickleball, which is huge because it does get hot here. And they also have a resort style pool. They have multiple restaurants, a fitness center. They definitely have a very, very nice amenity center. I think when they built Verdana, they wanted that option, and also knew that the further down they go from, like I said, the main shopping and main area, that you definitely have to entice people to be there. And Verdana's community center and their amenities are honestly just amazing. And again, you do have commercials, so they have a complex that's connected to Verdana that has a Publix, Dunkin' Donuts, and a couple other things in there. And they'll continue to bring more out there, and there is more coming. So Verdana is again known for their amenity center, and I love it. I've been there before and eaten at the restaurants, and can even say that they are actually very good. So if you want that amenity lifestyle, but you don't want the boating and you don't want to pay the price tag for boating, then Verdana is also a great option, especially if you still care about location and you want to be in that Estero corridor. Then this is a community you're going to want to look at. As far as price ranges, they are still building in here, but of course they're in some of their final phases. So even building right now is going to be more expensive than it was in the beginning. And they have two builders in there. So Pulte and Lennar build in there. Pulte is going to be your more expensive builder because they give you the options and the upgrades, whereas Lennar is a very black and white builder and it's A and B. And they probably have already picked out all the options for every home that is scheduled to be built. So you don't really get the options there. Do they give you some good quality? Yes, but if you want to upgrade everything, Pulte is the way to go. So in that case, I would say that you have a price range anywhere from 500 plus. One thing about Verdana Village that I actually like, and they've done this in another community called The Place, but they give you very large setbacks. So when you drive through this community, you will notice very, very long driveways, which, to be honest with you, if you live in an HOA, you're gonna want that, because when you don't and you have people over, it's kind of a pain to figure out where everyone's gonna park. So I love the size of their lots. It's one of my favorite things that this community does outside of the amenity centers. You feel like you're on a large lot, and I love the setbacks. And I believe you're gonna be able to see that when I show you, but it's a great option. And again, like that large driveway and everything else that you get, it just is something that is not common in our area, and it's a very big perk and something that maybe you don't think about when you're looking at a home, but actually there's a lot of positive to it. Just a couple more things about Verdana Village. So I will say in some of the buildings or some of the communities that are going to continue to come on this road, the negatives about Verdana is the distance of how far some things feel from you, because you're getting further and further east of I-75. Now again, it's all going to grow out, but it does have issues as far as like distance. And so you're definitely gonna, if you want to live in there, you have to be prepared for that while they continue to build everything. It is a very family friendly area as well. So that is also why Verdana might attract families over a place like WildBlue or Esplanade. So of course anybody can live anywhere, but you will find probably more families in Verdana Village than maybe you would in Esplanade Lake Club or WildBlue. Verdana is for you if you want the amenity style community that gives you all the resort access. If you love indoor pickleball, definitely for you, because as far as my knowledge, there's not very many communities that give you an indoor court. And then of course, if you want to be in the Estero area, then Verdana is great for you. And especially if you don't want the boating access and you don't want to pay for that price tag, then again, Verdana is a great spot. And it has so many options as far as home builds go and prices that you truly can find whatever you want. Resale is happening in there, but again, building is still an option, and sometimes building is cheaper than buying resale. It really just depends, but that's why those homes sit longer. So if you have more information and you want to know or get connected with the builder, I know many reps there and I love selling in Verdana, so please reach out and I'd be happy to work with you and answer more questions. Next up, Babcock Ranch. So I have talked about this one before, and I will explain more about Babcock Ranch as we continue to talk about it. But this is located north of Fort Myers a little bit, more of like Punta Gorda area. And while some of it does border Lee County, it's only a small portion of Babcock Ranch that would be considered in Lee County. So very close to Alva. What we would consider Alva is the country part of our area. It is further from Fort Myers, so I would say most of your commute, if you live in Babcock Ranch to Fort Myers, is 30 minutes. But Babcock Ranch is going to be its own town, and so that's what they're building. The plan is to have over 50,000 people or doors that are in there. They're going to have their own hospital. They currently have a ton of commercial, and they also have a ton of amenities in Babcock Ranch. So we're going to break down Babcock Ranch a little bit, and I'll tell you about a couple communities that give you that resort style feel. There's definitely a ton of options in Babcock Ranch, and as far as price tag goes, I would say Babcock Ranch might be the cheaper option out of all of the communities we talked about, because there's such a wide variety of communities in there. And again, they're building new construction nonstop. So as far as resale goes, they really can't be above new construction unless they don't want to sell. So you can definitely find deals there. It's more cheap, it's more affordable, but again, the commute is very long. So if you have to work in Fort Myers, you really need to think about that, because The infrastructure is of course behind, and they've already started the infrastructure on State Road 31, and it's going to be a very long process, and it's going to take a lot of time and traffic to get through this. So be prepared for that if Babcock Ranch is on your list. It's a great community, and we're going to talk more about it. Babcock Ranch is a solar powered community. It's master planned. There's a ton of commercial. They have a ton of community events. I know there's a farmer's market. They have a food night or food truck Friday nights, I believe. And we've even gone to that, and it's super fun, and we don't live there. So Babcock is open to locals. You will find locals that come visit. They have splash pads. They have multiple parks, walking trails. Their park system is honestly insane. And I say that with 100% certainty. If you look at the Babcock Ranch like maps and all the park systems between the trails and the parks for kids, they're phenomenal. You can't beat them. So a lot of people will drive to Babcock, especially over summer and maybe spring break, to use their park system because they have like literally the best park systems. There's a park there that they have where they have like slides going downhill. So they put in a lot of thought to their system, and it really is going to be a place one day where you can live and not leave. And so a lot of people enjoy Babcock Ranch. And if that is what you want, or you want they have downtown lifestyle, they have a ton of restaurants in there. They are building more. Currently, they are building behind Founders Square, which is some restaurants and where the lake system is. You are going to get like a whole section where it's going to be kind of like a downtown feel, more like boutique shopping, and a lot of shops like that. So they really are expanding in such a way that you're going to have everything there, but if you live there, you're going to have to wait for it to come. If you do want an amenity focused community, they have a few there, but the most popular one I would say they're building right now is Tucker's Cove. And the amenities are not done, but they're building them currently. And this is a phenomenal community. But it comes with a price tag because technically it's going to be a water park themed community. So the slides, lazy river, it has it all, but you pay for it. And it even has like a food truck spot. I think they also are gonna plan on having a putt-putt there as well. It's a really, really cool community. I've sold in there and my people are just waiting for that to open. And so I can't wait to see it done. But if you want an amenity-rich community, that's for you. And obviously it's definitely going to be very kid-friendly. And there are other communities like Webb's Reserve that has the resort style amenities, but it's a golf course community and it's public right now, but it will be private. So there are options in Babcock Ranch. It varies, and so do prices. Prices can vary all over the place. I have a listing in there right now with a pool that obviously is a resale, and it's pending for $412, and it has a pool. So you could go build some similar to that, maybe obviously a little higher than that. We priced it correctly, but pricing's all over the place, and so is the style of home. They have condos, townhomes, single family. You can also pick communities that give you no amenities like Tucker's Cove, but you also have access to the amenities that Babcock Ranch has, because Babcock has options where if you live in Babcock, there are community pools open to anybody in Babcock that live there. So you still have options even if you don't live in a place like Tucker's Cove. So if you don't want the HOA pricing, or maybe you don't want to deal with that per se, you have options anywhere in Babcock Ranch that you can go. So if you are interested in Babcock Ranch, I have a really cool tour that I usually take people on, and I would love to talk to you because I love Babcock Ranch. I love selling in there. I've sold a ton in there, and I know a lot about it, so I'd love to talk to you more about it if Babcock Ranch is on your list. Babcock Ranch also has a ton of commercials. So you have Publix, Starbucks, a ton of restaurants. You have a Home Goods, Five Below, Ulta. I know they have like millions of commercial space still to be developed, and they're going to start doing even more. I wouldn't be shocked. I'm sure you're going to have a Target in there one day. I'm sure you will have some type of wholesale place like a Costco or a BJ's, Sam's. I'm sure one of them will go in there. You're literally going to get everything. It is going to be a town, but part of moving to Babcock is that you have to wait for it to come. So it is a great place to be. The only thing is again, like if you do need certain things like shopping, or you wanted to go to Hertz Arena or like Miramar Outlets, it's at least 30 minutes away. Now, the one thing I will say, as far as the beach system goes, because of where it's located, you can get places all the way from Fort Myers Beach all the way to Sarasota in roughly the same time. Airport is maybe 40 minutes away, I would say. It just depends on when you leave. Babcock is great if you want a community that honestly gives you everything without leaving. So the commercial, the lifestyle, all of the social events. I forgot to mention that you can have a golf cart in Babcock Ranch, and it's a very popular way of getting around. So people take their golf carts to Publix to get groceries. So it is a very, very cool concept. If you like that lifestyle, or you don't want to live in Fort Myers, you don't want to pay the price tag, but you want to have that social aspect, Babcock is a great option for you. But again, the only downfall I would say right now in this moment is the commute to Fort Myers, and the traffic / infrastructure that is coming is going to be many years of headaches. So if you're okay with that, great. But Babcock Ranch is a great community, and again, it is solar powered, so that's also very popular. It's definitely one worth checking out. If all those check boxes are met for you, then I would 100% add it to your list. And honestly, it's a great community. So just because it's a little further out doesn't mean it's not one that you want to consider. Well, those are my top 5 that I would recommend going to, and there are more. If maybe none of those sounded good, but you want 55 plus, I would mention Pelican Preserve to you, or there's another golf course community that I truly like, or Miramar Lakes is a great community as well, but very high end. So there are a ton of options in this community. I just so happen to give you my top 5, or the ones that I feel right now are the most popular to buy in, and that have new construction going, or maybe just finished, like Timber Creek just finished. So there are more coming. I am excited about Kingston. Kingston's coming. It's going to be further down from Verdana, and it's another concept like Babcock Ranch, but definitely on a smaller scale. This is supposed to only be about 10,000 homes. So it's definitely smaller than, you know, where Babcock is like 50,000. So Kingston's a really good one that's coming. There's other things coming, like they're building Midtown. There is Vivid Shores, that is another lake community. So similar to what you would see in WildBlue, but this is Pulte, and it's being built in Bonita Springs, and they've just opened up and have started selling in there as well. But again, very high end. Definitely over $1 million to live in that community. But there is more coming, so if you want more information, again, please subscribe, because I'm going to share all about what's coming to the area, my favorites, and we're going to talk more about the Southwest Florida lifestyle all the time on this channel. So if you have more questions, please reach out. I would love to connect with you. You can email me, you can text me, you can call me. I'm happy to jump on a call with you and answer any questions you may have. As always, thanks for watching, and please subscribe for more. If there's certain content that you want to see, make sure to leave it in the comments. I will read it. I will also respond to you as well in the comments. I look forward to talking to you or meeting you in person. I love Fort Myers in Southwest Florida. I love living here, and I love selling here, and I would love to help you. Hope to see you in the next video.